So, Steven, have
Yes.
have you actually been able to play Man vs. Machine yet?
No. I've had the time to do it, I just haven't done it.
I mean, well, have you tried to queue up and join a game for it?
No, I haven't even opened Steam to update TF yet.
Well, I have several times. Apparently, the servers are just freaking full 24/7 almost, and there is a guide online of how to actually play Man vs. Machine. It involves creating your own server so that you can actually have the game mode. Yeah, I mean I figured I'd ask you though because you played Team Fortress a lot, but I guess you don't have that time right now.
Well, I just started a new job, so I haven't had as much time. So.
Yeah. I guess I shouldn't really ask you about your job, right? Should I? I mean, can you talk about it?
Yeah, I can talk about my job. I don't work for the government.
Well, I don't. You didn't specify. Maybe you do. I don't know.
No,
the government wants.
I work for a pawn shop.
Oh, cool.
But I sell stuff on Amazon through them.
Neat.
Yeah. That's literally the long and short of it. I work in an unair-conditioned warehouse.
Really?
Put stuff, and I put stuff on Amazon and ship it out when people buy it.
Oh. So they have you work in the warehouse because they need you near the product so you can look at it and take pictures and shit?
It's a couple things. They need me around the product. I have to have a lot of space, so they have to have me in the warehouse. And they don't want me near customers, so they can't pull me away from what I'm doing.
Wait, they don't want you near customers?
Yeah, I'm only online. I don't do stuff in the store.
Oh, they have a storefront though. Oh, it's because it's a legitimate pawn shop.
This is the biggest pawn shop company in the world.
Oh, is it
They're in countries all over the place.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they were in multiple countries. I mean, is it Cash America?
No.
Oh, wow.
It's Easy Core.
Easy Core, I didn't know about them.
Well, in Florida, it's Value Pawn. Everywhere else in the world, it's Easy Pawn.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're in Mexico, Canada, and England, and stuff like that.
Oh.
I think there's 30 stores alone in the city we're at. So.
Does that mean you have to be multilingual to sell the products? Okay.
You have to be multilingual at certain stores. You have to have a couple Spanish people. They try to have at least one Spanish person in every store, at least here. I don't know about other states. But
well, that's pretty cool.
You know how Florida is.
Well, yeah.
They took our germs.
So. Oh my god. Oh, don't get me started on that. Oh, man. Yeah, so that's... Wow, I mean, that's pretty much just all that's happened
since the last time we did this?
Yeah, Man vs. Machine update released. Diablo promised that they're going to fix all of the bad things.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. No, but actually some of the stuff that they said are going to make it into the patch, if it makes it into the patch, sound like they're going to fix a lot of the problems with having fun. Wait.
I don't believe it.
There you go.
Blizzard's not the best at fixing problems. They're really not that efficient at it.
Oh, what do you mean? World of Warcraft?
I mean, even if you look at World of Warcraft, some things they didn't implement into that game for 6 years that should have been in it at release.
Yeah.
So it takes them a lot of time to actually fix the problems people want them to fix. They'll fix things they think they should fix, but it probably won't be stuff that the players really wish got fixed.
And that's a very good point because it's been 3 months since the release of Diablo 3, and after the initial sales, I'm betting that it hasn't favored very well review-wise.
No.
Because the game sucks, as it is.
I also think that all the people who stopped playing it already aren't going to go back to it even when it gets patched. They're not going to care.
No, because no way. No, that's like the WoW thing. It's like when WoW makes a new expansion, everybody who used to play, even back in vanilla, goes back for 5 minutes at the least, and then they go, aha!
not a new patch.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe patch 1.1 where they promised they're going to add PvP that was supposed to be at launch, but
that might bring people back. PvP will probably bring people back, and as long as they did it okay, that might keep people, because a lot of people only play Blizzard games for PvP. But
yeah,
I don't know. That's about it.
I think that system needs some sort of monetary currency involving ears. If they do it properly, that's
What, like collect the ears of people you kill?
yeah. You remember that, right? Diablo 2.
A lot of that in Warcraft.
You don't collect ears in
Kobolds.
Warcraft.
Yeah, when you kill kobolds, you take their ears.
That's a quest line.
Yeah, but you still do it.
It's a touche.
Actually, I want to say in some of the battlegrounds, like in Alterac Valley and stuff like that, when you loot the character, sometimes you can pick up ears.
Oh, they used to do that. They used to have a system where you could pick up like these special token things, and then I think they got rid of that. You just get currency now.
Yeah.
Because they tried to
That's because back
trim
in the
the
day
fat.
when you were doing AV, you would summon ice lords and shit.
Yeah!
No one does anything. They just base race.
Ice Lords! What the?
Yeah.
Ah, that was so awesome! Like, who does not want a PvP instance where your side can summon a raid boss to fight for you?
They could still do it. They just need to lower the requirements.
Mm-hmm.
That would make them so much more fun again. Just lower the requirements so it's not nearly as hard to do it. Because right now, a 40-man AV group could easily deal with a raid boss in the first place. So why not just make it so it's a little easier to spawn so you pretty much have to in every game?
Yep. That's actually a very easy fix too, because it's just tweaking numbers. And for some reason they haven't done it. It's been years and freaking years since they nerfed AV into the ground to make it more accessible, and they haven't actually touched any of the numbers other than like the HP and damage numbers on the main bosses for each side. Like they didn't touch the side quests.
Have a secondary raid boss before you actually get into the final base. Like you have to kill a freaking frost giant just to get into their base. He should just be standing there. Like, you can't even pass him. It's blocked off. You have to kill this boss. That
would make things a lot more interesting, to be honest, because right now, how it was when I was playing, like, I played original BC Wrath, and then, like, 2 seconds of Cataclysm, and then threw my computer through a wall. But, how it ended up being was everyone, the select group of people that knows what's going on, rushes to the enemy base, caps their graveyard, and then prepares to slaughter the chieftain. Because I was Alliance's chieftain, I forget, I guess you kill the dwarf guy if you're the Horde side. But you need to kill the towers before you kill the chieftain, or else it's really difficult. You bastard. What the heck is going on? Hello?
Hello?
Internet connection problem?
Yeah, you kept lagging a bunch, and eventually you just froze.
I blame Pebbles. Okay.
Yeah,
Now only the top half of your face is showing. Like you're like looking over a black bar.
Yeah, you still have to turn your camera back on too.
My camera is on.
No, it's not. You have to turn it off and back on. Every time Skype drops a video call.
Skype. Okay, what's the shortest?
Like the only reason you can see me is because I turn mine back on. Because it automatically starts off.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. It literally said turn video on. And now I also have to resize you in...
Yeah, I can see the size of my window screen over there.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why this does that. Wait. Okay, there we go.
Just X that out.
There we go.
Oh, you just literally use my corner thing that shows up as my picture?
Yep. It's easier to size, because otherwise you get all that Skype toolbar crap, and I don't want to deal with it. So, yes. What was the last inane thing I said that you heard?
I don't know. You started skipping towards the end.
Okay. Alright. How it goes... Alright, I'll give this even...
Well, you were talking about them capping their... You just base race in with a couple of...
Right. Everyone runs into the enemy base. They cap the enemy graveyard, like the farthest graveyard, and then they wait for everybody else that didn't run into the base to actually accomplish objectives. And then after they've accomplished objectives, while the other people are sitting on their respective bums, then they kill the chieftain.
Yeah,
that's
36 people run to the opposite base and then yell at the 4 who didn't for being terrible for not capping all the towers and defending them.
Yep.
That's pretty much how it goes.
It's a team game.
What they need to do is
team players.
Say you're on Horde side.
4 people
Obviously,
aren't team
you can
players.
kill Belinda and then you have to go kill Vandar. And that's pretty much how you win. You don't even need to kill Belinda, but why not? They should make it so once you kill, like, first you have to kill whoever the first one is. So you have to kill Belinda and you have to kill whoever the Horde one is. And after you kill them, it spawns a freaking frost giant at the opposite base, and it just starts walking forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it'll just wander the map until you kill it. You can't get into that final base.
That would be
Even better if it does just spawn randomly on the map. So you might get the worst spawn possible, but maybe it'll spawn back at your base and start attacking all of the, Alliance or something like that, or the Horde, whoever the fuck. I don't remember which side I said I was on.
That doesn't matter.
So it should just spawn randomly, and it might just by chance spawn with all of your opponents and just start slaughtering them. Or it might spawn directly on top of you and slaughter all of you.
So you want it to be like a neutral mob, like a neutral raid boss.
But there should be 2 of them. For, like, when you kill Belinda or whatever, and when they kill whoever your guy is, each time it should spawn one. Just randomly. You never know where.
I like the chaos of it, but
Exactly.
the problem is that people would...
it's AV.
Yeah, they would just bitch.
Yeah, good. Fuck them. AV weekend is still the biggest PvP weekend in World of Warcraft. So it's still the quickest way to get honor.
Yeah, it's the most boring way to get honor, too.
They're going to play it no matter what. So make it as chaotic as possible.
There's so little PvP in AV as it stands right now. The like super revised Blizzard model versus the previous one. Like the original AV was both sides were slamming against each other nonstop, trying to farm up all of the random armor scraps and crap that they needed to get Withering Riders and freaking Griffin Riders to come in, and all the other upgrades and other things that are in the base that people don't even know about, like the freaking, you can get a cavalry of Ram Riders who will just like charge through the Horde.
Yeah, back when you had to turn stuff in to get like your blessing on your shit, to get yourself 10% bigger.
Yeah, and
now it just happens every 10 minutes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and all that other stuff is still there, and they just haven't done anything with it. They haven't changed it to the new formula, and that's the laziest game design in the world. And it shows in Diablo 3 too. Like Blizzard Irving is one of the laziest studios when it comes to game design, and I don't know. I cannot forgive them for Diablo 3. Not yet. When I see 1.04, okay, so there was 3 patches before 1.04. I want to point this out. 3 patches before 1.04. None of them fixed anything. One of them nerfed everything. So, what?
That sounds like a Blizzard tactic.
Right. Like, what the heck does that... They want to wait to buff, but they don't want to wait to nerf. That...
Yeah.
Right.
Blizzard doesn't like to... They don't really fix balance. They just make shit easier. Which isn't really... It should always be challenging, but in a way that makes sense. They can't do that so well. So, yeah, you have a puppy.
Can you hear that?
No.
Okay.
But I saw your puppy jump up there. Well, she's licking her crotch or something?
Yes, nonstop. She does that for like an hour.
It'd be better if it was just right in that corner above your shoulder. You can just see the dog licking her crotch.
There you go.
That's perfect. Why is your wall like Toucan Sam crazy with trees and stuff?
Hey, don't knock the wall. The wall is awesome. It's got butterflies and rainforests and Toucan Sam. That's not really toucan. I mean, the beak's not the right color. Yeah.
Why do you sleep in a forest?
No, Pebbles. This is Pebbles' room. Pebbles sleeps in the forest.
Oh.
She is a wild animal.
I can tell. She's going at it like a wild.
I told you! For an hour! I've tried to stop her multiple times. She just looks at me confused and then continues. I don't think this... Is this healthy?
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely stop her when she tries to like lick her her skin, because her breed specifically has pretty much eczema, and will just like lick off portions of their skin when it's really dry. So
that's fucking gross.
Yeah, you gotta watch them and make sure they're not doing that.
I'd rather watch her lick her vagina than hear about her licking her skin off. Thank you very much. Yeah, she stopped because she heard me. Like, there's people watching me lick me? Oh, no,
I told you. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
She just needed a breather.
Mm-hmm.
Just hurting her back.
Okay. There we go. So, yeah. Oh, other than that, I've been playing Skyrim, and I played League of Legends for like 3 days.
Yeah, I haven't played any games this past week, just because for a couple of days I had to go to another city for job training.
Right, so you're completely useless right now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, even your experience before this is still...
Well, I guess there's some difference. Like in League, I've gone to only playing in normals. I don't play in bots anymore. So, I've gone to that point.
Moved up to the big boy leagues.
Yeah,
They're, well,
in theory.
they're more like the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Um,
we do a lot
big
better
boys
in
that
normals
ranked.
than against intermediate bots now.
What, really?
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
We've determined that in a normal game there can be 4 of us with 1 random. We can carry that random. In a bot game, if there's 1 bad random, we're fucked.
Wow, what?
If you feed bots, they're so much better than a fed player. We've determined this.
Oh, okay, so you're saying that the majority of the League of Legends player base is worse than intermediate bots?
At least at our normal ELO. Because obviously we're at a shitty, whatever internal ELO they have for normals.
I think that for normals they start you off at about 1200 and then do placement matches. But they don't ever show you the ELO.
Matches I've been.
Yeah.
So.
Unless you do ranked. Are you 30 yet?
No.
Alright.
I think I'm 21 or something like that.
I have a couple of friends who dove into ranked, like full on. They're like, I hit level 30. What's the point in doing normals? I'm gonna do ranked. So they jumped into ranked, got their asses handed to them, screwed up their elo really bad, fell into Elo Hell. Now, even if they win a match, they get like 5 more points. You know, like 5 more elo, and because the placement works like this, like you get a ton of elo for your first few, and then when you start losing, it starts averaging it out a little bit. So they lost a ton, and then they started winning a little bit, so they kind of averaged them out around like 900, 800-ish. Some of them may be watching this right now, and I haven't told them so much about this whole concept, and they will probably be very angry at me. But
from how I understand it, Elo Hell is essentially every Elo. It doesn't matter which one you're at, you're in Elo Hell.
Not true. People below 1100 don't know what they're doing at all. Period. They're completely random. There's no rhyme or reason to what they're doing.
To be fair, with all of the high ELO streams that I watch, there's a lot of 2600s that have no idea what the fuck they're doing as well.
But they're doing it almost on purpose most of the time.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't think so. You can normally tell which ones are actually good by how the streamers react to them. But then there's times when the streamers go in that have been at this ELO for who knows how long, and they're like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I've never seen this guy before.
Yeah.
And they're like, he probably got carried to this ELO? Yeah, that's what I think. Or like how a long time people thought, who was it that they thought sold their account? What the fuck was his name? It wasn't a Zingy. Who's the other... Silsol.
Okay.
For a long time, they thought Silsol sold his account because he was just playing like shit. Like, the worst. They'd never seen anyone that bad at that ELO for a long time. And then all of a sudden, he just got good again, so they think he got his account back. So, stuff like that can happen. So.
Yeah, but I'm talking... I tried to play some ranked with my friend, right? And it will average out your elo. It'll take both your elos combined then it'll average it out. Then we'll add IP, or not IP, it'll add Elo to that score to offset that you're duo queuing. So we were probably in the 1100 range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was... Well, we were actually in the 1000 range. Everyone else was in the 1000 range. And it did the... I think it does a new system for in duo queue who gets first pick and stuff like that. But I generally ended up as first or second pick. And
I think it's the highest ELO gets first pick, isn't it?
it is. But when you're duo queue, they do something different now, and I'm not clear on that.
No, from what I've seen, it always still seems like first pick is whoever has the highest ELO.
Even with duo?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. At least with Phantom Lord, he duo queues a lot for his
I don't watch Phantom Lord.
lessons. He does lessons for people.
Oh, that's
he
nice.
Duo queues with him, and he tends to always be first pick no matter what.
Well, that's nice of him.
Very rarely he's not.
Yeah. Well, basically, the entire team sucked in all three of the
Including your
matches.
friend and you.
Yes. I was playing support. I chose to play support for both of them because I was like, I'm gonna play support and I will support the carries and the carries will do their job. I had an Ashe.
See, that was a terrible decision unless your friend was supposed to be the carry and you just wanted to help him.
He was supposed to be the carry, but he decided to play top both of these games.
See, this is bad. You need to play...
I had told him, I'm like, you should be carry, and he's like, oh, I don't want to play carry, I want to play top. I'm like, alright. We can't really... How do you duo, top? Top jungle, I guess? Somebody kept calling jungle, though, and I was like, well, they need some practice, so I'll let them have it. Anyways, lost 100 Elo.
In 2 games?
In 2 games! Yes.
Jesus Christ, it drops you that much?
Yeah, and it took 4 games for me to get back up over 1400 from that. I got to 1400 originally because I hadn't played in so long in a ranked game that it degenerates your elo until it rests at 1400 minimum. When it rests at the 1400 minimum, then it treats you like you've never played before when you start playing again.
Okay. So it placement matched even those 2 games pretty much is why you lost so much?
But the next couple of matches without my friend, when I played solo, went amazing because I was back up in the 1400 range, or 13 to 1400 range. The 1100 range, the Ashe that I was trying to support did not know what to do. Ever. She did not know how to last hit. She didn't know when someone was attacking her. She was sitting there getting attacked, hitting creeps, and not even subtly being attacked, not like a poke. Like the person's 2 inches from her face, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking eye, and she's just creeps. Oh, I missed! I missed again!
Need that CS, man.
Need to miss that CS, man. I try not to point this out in game. Whenever I'm in game with someone who's this terrible, I try not to be like, you are really bad at this game. Please stop queuing. Go play bot matches. Learn more.
Normal.
Yeah, watch these videos. Watch these streams. Watch how these people play. Watch how these people last hit. Do this stuff.
See, maybe that person did watch videos. It just was all donkey videos. So that's
Donkey. Well, he didn't play Talon or Teemo.
Well, Donkey has a video where he's at least everyone at some point. So.
Or Lee Sin. Yeah, that was my experience. That is Elo Hell. 1100 and below is Elo Hell. 1300, 1400, not so much. You can get 1 or 2 bad people. I've had 2 maximum bad people in a game. In the 1100, I had 4 bad people. So, just non-stop. Every game, 4 bad people who had no idea how to play their characters. And the worst part of it is when you get that guy who has no idea what he's doing. He picked the tanking role. He picked the tank, but he doesn't want to tank. He's, behind everybody. Oh my god, I can't believe we're losing. Our AD carry keeps dying. He's all the way, he's practically in the base. Talking about the AD carry out front.
Top lane, he's a dragon.
Actually, my friend wasn't doing that bad. My friend is, suffering from this, I think. He's stuck there. He just can't climb his way out because he plays decent for most of his games. Then maybe 1 or 2 games he'll play really bad. But then the rest of the game, because that's normal. You get 60% win ratio by yourself, and you're good. but he's just in the Elo Hell where like almost everybody's just non-stop losing. So I don't know. I mean, the math is supposed to work so that that doesn't happen, but that's what it looks like to me. It may have been something to do with us duo queuing, though. Maybe he won his games after we stopped duo queuing. I didn't ask him. So maybe duo queuing's just bad.
Started getting shiny again.
Yes, you are.
Wonder why it just waits till partway through this and then I just start getting brighter.
I don't know. My cell phone rang at the same time. Is that a coincidence, or?
It's. I don't know, man. I think you broke everything.
Well, that's.
I think it's because it's not going to storm outside anymore, so it's starting to get bright again. Now I'll have my windows covered.
Whatever.
So, whatever.
Yep, whatever. Yeah, but that was pretty much that. And by the way, my favorite of the matches to follow up this, when I was so pissed off about like losing all that elo, like, oh my god, I can't. Well, I wasn't pissed off. I was more like oh my god, I can't believe I lost all that elo, and I need to get it back so I'm above 1400 again. And the best part was when I picked Alistar, got counter jungled to all hell by Nocturne, and we won. It wasn't even like a slight victory, it was we destroyed them. And afterwards Nocturne's like, I can't believe it, this doesn't make any sense, you did nothing all game, you did nothing! And I'm like, yep, I hit my ult button, I was in the team fights, I win! So, Alistar ult too strong. Yeah. That's pretty much the highlight. So... Yeah.
So, this will be a short episode. This was fun.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, we should probably just, like, call it a day at this point. I mean, you haven't...
May as well.
Yeah, you haven't seen any Gamescom. I saw some Gamescom, but... I mean... All I have to talk about is StarCraft 2, not League of Legends. I don't think you play StarCraft 2, do you?
No, I'm not a StarCraft guy.
Do you not like the game, or not?
I just never found it that fun. I played StarCraft 1 fair amount, I guess, but it's just, I'm not a big fan of that style of game. I guess, what are they, RTS or whatever?
Yeah, RTS.
I never liked them that much. Like, even the original Warcrafts, I didn't play them that much at all. I didn't get into Warcraft until World of Warcraft.
But that's not even an RTS.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Well, the original Warcraft wasn't it?
Original Warcraft was one of the best RTSs, and
yeah. I wasn't into that very much. Like, I didn't even get into Dota when it started switching into that, and the custom games and shit. So, which isn't really RTS, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dota came out of Warcraft 3, so I mean, you missed Warcraft 2.
Yeah.
Warcraft 2 is supposedly the best Warcraft. I don't know. Did you play?
I'm not an RTS guy.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I was about to ask you.
I played, what the fuck was the Warcraft 3 expansion?
Frozen Throne
or whatever?
Yeah, Frozen.
I played that a bit, but I'm just not into that kind of game.
Well, I gotta say, Frozen Throne and Warcraft 3 play different from most RTSs. They do something really weird with hero units. I didn't like it.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's too much micro.
Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea too much.
Crap. Yeah, I mean, guess that's pretty much it.
Well, at least it won't take you 48 hours to render this.
That's what you think. It's gonna take longer than that, because you just said that. Thank you.
I probably didn't record anyways, it's fine.
That's what I keep checking, too. I'm like,
Is the number going up next to this?
Yeah. Aha, you can see it.
Okay.
The one that says 19 million, that is this one. 19 million. Wait, the viewers can't see it. 20 million megabytes. That's megabytes. Wait, is that megabytes? Is that kilobytes? It's kilobytes. Never mind. I suck.
It's less impressive. Good job.
Yeah. And also, I I couldn't draw on this one because I took my mini USB to use as a belt for when I went to Chili's with my dad. I can't find my belts! It works! And if anybody needs to charge their phone, I'm prepared.
Geek culture, man.
Yep.
It's like at my job, I can, you saw the picture, you liked it on Facebook or whatever, but I have all these shelving areas that I have to put stuff in that I put up sale on the Amazon stuff. But I have to locate it in a completely different system in the store so I can make up my own location names. So I just started using League characters in alphabetical order.
Evelyn.
For all the stuff that yeah. I just took a picture of Draven and Evelyn, but I have all the way up through Fiora right now. So
Wow.
it just starts at Alistar to Fiora at the moment. I just don't have any more cubbies.
Oh. That is is it completely alphabetical order? Like every single...
Yeah, it's like Alistar and then Blitzcrank and then Caitlyn and like Draven, Evelyn, Fiora.
And you got the pictures on there too?
No, I just have their names.
Oh, okay. Should print out the picture.
Actually, I have after Fiora. I have Graves and Hecarim, Aurelia, and Jax. It ends at Jax.
So is there any method to this though for organization purposes? Like, do car stereos go into the Blitzcrank box, or
no, that's a good idea. I'm just using them for media, so games and movies and stuff like that. But I use the Fiora box at the moment for game console accessories like controllers and stuff like that. I've been putting in there. I don't know why I picked Fiora. That's just the one that came to mind when I was typing in the location. But it's supposed to all just be media. Whatever.
Okay.
It's just small shit. They're little cubbies.
Okay. It's Master Duelist.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is it different game consoles maybe? Like Xbox and PlayStation 3?
No, like in the Fiora, I think there's like 2 Xbox controllers, a Wii controller. We got like a Wi-Fi adapter for an Xbox in there. I'm just throwing whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay.
But like in the Alistar box, that's the only one I have filled up so far, and it's Blu-rays, PS3, Xbox movies.
This is Alistar's. This is Alistar's OP. I mean,
he's just gonna ulti all of them away anyway.
Yeah.
Fine. But no, it's just alphabetical order. It's just me being derpy.
This sounds pretty fun. Yeah.
It's interesting. I just sit there and listen to music. Just have my phone going.
That's awesome.
I know. It's amazing.
Do you have to talk? You don't have to talk with customers?
Through email.
Oh my god, that is like heaven.
I know. It's amazing.
Wow. You had to go for training for this, though, right?
2 days of training over by Orlando. So. But I mean, it wasn't hard training, and you're putting shit on Amazon, man. It ain't that difficult.
Yeah. Hey, you'd be surprised. Actually, I really don't know any like super mess ups on Amazon.
Yeah, and like they use a separate program thing that queues it up and puts it up for you. That makes it even easier. So.
Wait, so the program pretty much does all your job for you?
Well, you have to put in all the information.
Okay.
But it uploads it to Amazon for you. You never have to go to Amazon except to pretty much look and see if the item you have is being sold on there and how much. Just to see if it's worth putting on there. Exactly. It's an amazing job.
Wow, well congratulations. That's awesome.
I know. I didn't even ask for the job.
You never asked for this?
No, I came back to Florida and I went to my old job just to say hi, and my boss was like, "Hey, you want a job?" He's like, "Let me call the regional real quick. I think they have a job for you somewhere." And he just called me. He's like, "Yeah, we want here." It's like, all right. That's how it happens. That's why if you ever quit your job, kids, make sure you leave on really good terms.
I love how the middle of your explanation for how you got the job, on my end, your audio and video completely cut out for most of it, and it came back exactly when you said, "And that's how you get the job."
We should leave it that way. That's
Well, I can't fix it, so.
Oh, what I'm saying is I'm not going to repeat anything I said. It's just staying like that.
Yep. Forever recorded.
Yeah, we should end this before we keep.
Oh, I know. Like, the end of the last video was just nonstop. Well, this is awkward. We should probably stop.
All right, we're gonna end it now.
I'm gonna hit the button. I'm hitting the button. Where's the button? Oh shit! It's over here.